Georgia Real Estate, Chapter 2. Real estate generally include all of the following: trees, air right, mineral right, except annual crops. A woman rents a space in a commercial building where she operates a bookstore. In the bookstore, she has installed large reading tables fastened to the wall and bookshelves that create aisles from the front of the store to the back. These shelves are bolted to wall, the ceiling, and floor. Which of the following best characterize the content of the bookstore? The shelves and tables are trade fixtures and may be removed properly by the woman before the lease is expired, and the tenant would be responsible to the landlord for any damages that their removal causes to the premises. The term non homogeneity refers to uniqueness. Another term for personal property is charters. When an owner of real estate sells a property to someone else, which of the stick in the bundle the legal right is the owner as sellers using this position? A man inherited a piece of vacant property from his uncle. First, he removed all of the topsoil, which he sold to a landscaping company. He then removed a thick layer of limestone and sold it to a construction company. Finally, he dug 40 feet into the bedrock and sold it to the Grable. When the man died, he left the property to his daughter. Which of the following statement is true? The daughter inherits a large hole in the ground because the property goes down to the center of the earth. The buyer and the seller of a home are debating whether certain items is real personal property. The buyer says it is real property and should combine with the house. The seller says it's personal property and would not combine without a separate bill of sale. In determining whether an item is real or personal property, a court would not consider which of the following: the cost of the item which it was purchased. Which of the following is a physical characteristic of land? Indestructibility. Which of the following describe the act by which real property can be converted into personal property? Severance. While moving into a newly purchased home, the buyer discovered that the seller has taken the ceiling fan that hung over the dining room table. Um, again, again, while moving into a newly purchased home, the buyer discovered that the seller has taken the ceiling fan that hung over the dining room table. The seller had not indicated that the ceiling fan would be removed, and the contract did not address this issue. Which statement is true? A ceiling fan are normally considered to be real estate. A buyer purchased a parcel of land and immediately sold the mineral right to an oil company. The buyer gave up which of the following right? Surface right. A homeowner is building a new enclosed front porches on his own. A truckload of lumber that the homeowner purchased has been left in the driveway for use in building the porch. At this point, the lumber is considered to be a personal property. Method of annexation or adaptation to real estate: an agreement between the parties are the legal test for determining whether an item is fixture or personal property. Parking spaces in a multi-unit building, water rights, and similar things of value are classified as appurtenances. A paint company purchases 100 acres of scenic forest land and builds several tin shack there to store use turpentine, varnish, and similar chemical waste. Based on the facts alone, which statement is true? The company action constitute improvement to the property. The phrase bundle of rights is properly included in the definition of real estate property. All of the following is included in the right of control of one's property: sells the property to a neighbor, erect a no trespassing sign, enjoy the profits of its owner, except exclude utility meter reader. According to the law, A trade fixture is usually a personality. A buyer is interested in a house that fits most of her needs, but is located in a busy area where she is not sure she wants to live. Her concern about the property location is called area preference. In Georgia, each of the following statement is part of the process that explains how a manufactured house becomes a real property. The owner of the house permanently affixes it to the land that he also owns. The owner of the house and the lender file certificate of permanent location. The owner of the house intends to permanently affix it to land that he owns, except the owner of the house park it on the land that he intends to buy. Except the owner of the house parks it on land that he intends to buy.